Bobby, you've had time now to digest the playoff defeat to Long Eaton United. Just how do you reflect on that one now that you have had time to?
It's sunk in a little bit now. Really proud of what we achieved. I think the club's come together in every way, shape and form really, and we can look back on, a successful league campaign. Yeah, we didn't get over the line, but that's football when it comes down to them penalty shootouts. It's a 50-50 and whoever went through it. I said to their manager, it's one of them where, if they go through, they knew they got away with one a little bit. So, on reflection, really proud, and I'm really pleased about everything we've done off the pitch as well.
Yeah, and I know in the later stages of the season against like some Sheffield and Stockbridge, you have questioned the mentality of the group, but certainly, on Tuesday night when lads have to get up early on Wednesday for work and whatnot, running themselves into the ground for 2 hours, they did leave everything out there, didn't they?
Brilliant. And I don't think it was a question of mentality, it was just in certain games which it happens. They're not robots. I want to get the best out of them, and I want them to be successful in everything they do. So, yeah, it was questioned at times, but I'd like to think overall, over the 38 games, they've been, top draw and represented the club with pride as well.
Yeah, and slightly devastating for McCanley missing a penalty to sudden death, and he's also missed 95% of the season with his leg injury. So, what has been your message to him? Because no doubt he probably is hurt.
Yeah, you start some of them now still gutted, but we've got to move on. I've spoke to Will, spoke to Aaron, Robbie, lads that have been, so obviously Aaron and Robbie have been outstanding all season, and then Will, to come in, the impact he had on the game, he was probably backing himself to go and score the penalty. So I've spoke to them, they're looking forward now to Wednesday and next season.
Yeah, you mentioned there Robbie Spence, he's one player I wanted to single out, and you saw what I meant to Robbie, Jack Donaghy, Dan Groves come off the field all devastated, all been here quite a while. But Robbie in particular went down 4 or 5 times with cramp on Tuesday, so just how's he feeling, and is there anything more than that, or was it just cramp?
Nah, just cramp. The kid ran himself into the ground as he does every single game. He's a player that leaves nothing on the pitch, gives everything he's got, and that I'd like to think he's a good representation of what we want to do in our teams, and he's been great all season, and along with others as well, but obviously the local lads, they want to do well for the club, and I understand that, and some lads have been here a lot of years, and it would, if we can go and win on Wednesday, it'd be nice for them to put a trophy in the cabinet.
Yeah, what's the latest on the rest of your squad? I know you're training on Saturday, so you have had time to assess a few niggles and whatnot. Just how's everyone else looking?
We should be alright. I think the majority of lads trained. Amber had a little jog. Other than that, I think we're all okay now. And then obviously Will's going to miss out because we couldn't get him in that same game, which was unfortunate. But we've got a full bill.
Yeah, just looking at Spennymoor as an opposition, obviously missed out on playoffs on Saturday, but they are nationally north, 2 leagues above. So how do you assess them as an opposition?
Well, now obviously they didn't make the playoffs. At one point they were in the playoffs up until the last couple of minutes. So they've had a really good finish to the season. They will play a very strong side, and we're going to have to. It'll be a game where we're the underdogs, which we've not had much of this season. So it'll be a different proposition for the players, and one they should relish.
Yeah, and a team that you played there several years, captained them as well a decade on from their FA Vars win, and obviously 4 of the lads played there as well, so how interesting will that make it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously played against them a couple of times, but to manage against them in a cup final, I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice to see some of the people that I know at the club, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to obviously taking my club now and putting them against them.
And one person who you know quite well, Jason Ainsley, your former manager, Is it fair to say you took quite a lot from him in terms of managing?
Yeah, he's someone that, you know, he's a really good man manager, really good, knows how to get the best out of the players, and like I say, I have took stuff from him, but I'm my own person as well, so I've took things off other managers that I've played under, but I'd like to think I've got my own stamp on the way I do things and how I want to do things. But he's a great bloke. Him and his family, obviously, I've known them for a long time, and it'd be interesting to go up against him because he's a winner as well, and that's what they'll be wanting to do. He'll be wanting to win, and I'll be wanting to win.
Yeah, of course, it's at the Stadium of Light as well. You've tasted success before there with the Shield and the South Shields, and we have got 4 or 5 Sunderland fans in the squad as well. So, how nice will that experience be for us?
Yeah, it's not every day you go and get to play at a probably Premier League standard ground. They can enjoy the night, but we're not going there to just enjoy it. We're going there to compete and try and win. That's what we're going for. The rest is irrelevant. As a player, it doesn't. I think when you step on that pitch, I don't think it matters what ground you're playing in. When the game's going on, you just crack on.
Yeah, 1992 was the last time Hebburn even reached the final, let alone won it. Vin was the manager at the start of the season, quite a few others. Obviously Rocco, the groundsman, he was the number 10 back then. So, is it a case of, you know, you're hungry to bring it back to this club in particular?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, for them not to win it in that long, like a club of this size, you'd think they'd have been there or thereabouts. So to bring it back would be brilliant, especially for the likes of Vin and Rocco, as you say. It'd be nice to come back here on Wednesday night with the trophy.
We've not really done things the easy way in this competition. On one hand, we've had 2 penalty shootouts, but on the other hand, we haven't conceded a goal yet. So how do you reflect on things?
Brilliant, that, for me. Cup competitions, doesn't matter how you get through, it's just about getting through. And to not concede a goal is brilliant. You know, especially with some of the trouble we've had keeping clean sheets this season. So again, if I can see us scoring on Wednesday night, so if we can keep another clean sheet, I can see us winning.
And personally, this is the final game of your first season at Hebburn, so how much would it mean to you to end that on a trophy win?
Yeah, I'd love it. It's the reason I came here. I'd love to bring success to the football club, that's why I've came here. So to go and win such a difficult competition in the first season I've come here would be brilliant. But I want it for the players and the club more than anything. And I really hope the players do themselves proud on Wednesday night.
And you've saw the nice messages from supporters on Twitter and Facebook over last week. I think we've already sold 600 tickets, so just one last message to the fans.
Come, enjoy it, be as loud as you can, support the lads, and I get, cup final, none of them are going to leave anything on that pitch, so come and support the lads and give us one last hurrah.